So if you're feeling tired, that's a symptom. So what you want to do is ask yourself, wait a minute, why am I feeling like that? And the better relationship that you have with your body, you'll be able to address that really quickly. Food is fuel. So you got to ask yourself, did I eat enough, or did I not eat the right fuel? Be so grateful for your body. Your body is this autonomous wonder that basically does what it needs to do. But do we help it or do we hinder it? It's not just your body basically trying to talk to you. You have to understand what the body's actually saying. Now, unfortunately, a lot of us don't have that body awareness in order to basically really understand what is the body telling us. Because when you want those sweets, when you want that salt, when you want those snacks, you know what that's called? It's called a craving. If you basically increase your water intake by 1 per day, increase your activity 3 times a week, go out for a walk, 15 minutes a day, you'll start to notice more changes, good changes. When you see good change, you're gonna be more motivated to either keep doing the good that you're doing, or I want more.
3 p.m. hits, your energy crashes. Sounds familiar? Do you grab the quick sugar fix or something more sustaining? You guys know we've all been there. But what if I told you those snack choices don't just affect your waistline? They shape your focus, your mood, and even long-term health. Today we're cracking the code on snacking better. And as always, I've got wellness advocate Anthony Pereira here to guide us. Anthony, welcome back.
Cheers, and how are you today?
I like our topic. It's about snacks. Right. You are watching Here's to Health. I am your host, Ann Wong, and here is why this matters. When you feel there's a crash coming, you might experience, your midday energy slumps, your cravings that feel uncontrollable. Because you go, do I buy a big load of snacks? We have mood swings or your brain fog. It's horrible. And you actually increase your risk for metabolic issues because you're not really controlling what you're consuming. But the good news is, with the right snacks and timing, we can keep those energy levels steady all day, because how else are we going to champion through our day, Anthony? So I wanted to ask, what is the most common snacking mistakes people make?
So I would say it's not even just about snacking. It's about food in general. Gonna give you guys some tidbits. And while it is that you watch our series, you might hear me say things over and over and over again. If you do hear me say it over and again and reiterate it, it's because it's food that you need to digest and absorb, okay? Talking about digestion and absorption, 2 very important things that you need to understand to nutritional success, whether it comes to just your general eating or snacking. Knowing what your body requires at any given time, and knowing what the foods, whether or not it's good food or snack foods, actually are providing for your body. Knowing what your body needs at any given time, and knowing what the foods that you ingest do for you.
So when you experience that 3 p.m. slump, is it because your lunch was not enough? Like, I'm just guessing, because why would I need a snack at this particular time? And why do people have that common experience of, hey, you want to go somewhere, let's grab something?
Right, let's get into that. There's a number of different reasons that is. But remember, for every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction. So if you're feeling something, remember that's called a symptom. So if you're feeling tired, that's a symptom. So what you want to do is ask yourself, wait a minute, why am I feeling like that? Okay, and the better relationship that you have with your body, you'll be able to address that really quickly. Now remember, food is fuel. So you got to ask yourself, did I eat enough, or did I not eat the right fuel? Sometimes, especially at work, and you get that slump, or you get that crash, or you get that itis, not inflammation itis, but that itis, where you just feel that you don't want to do nothing after you eat. That's more so because of the food choices that you made. It goes back to really understanding how to eat and what you eat. Let's go back to the basics. You have fruits, vegetables, breads. Fruits are mainly comprised of, we think about it as sugar, or nature's sugar. What does sugar do for you? Sugar provides you with energy. When do you eat fruits? When you need energy, because it's going to provide you with fuel. Okay, whereas greens or veggies will help with digestion. Helps with digestion, helps with fiber, helps fill your body. Then you're looking at carbohydrates, right? So carbohydrates, like your starches, are energy forms, but they are more dense. They're more fibrous. So fiber helps the body slow down the absorption or the action of that which it is that is going on. So the difference between stuff like fruits and, let's say for instance, carbohydrates, there's more fiber here, so it basically works slower and keeps you fuller longer. But the thing is, with carbohydrates, they essentially break down into simple sugars, aka ATP, aka energy. So when you don't need energy, should you be consuming fruits or carbohydrates? Not really. Knowing what you ingest at any given time and knowing what your body requires at that particular time. Very important to understand that.
For some reason, you weren't able to control properly what you ate during lunch. Now the afternoon hits, and you're like, I think I want to eat something that's not dinner, too early for that. So now, how do you approach that scenario?
Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and I'm going to make a meal plan for the next month. Every day, I'm going to have this at breakfast, I'm going to have this at lunch, and I'm going to have this at dinner. Sounds like a plan, right? Wrong. That was a trick question, but it sounds good though. But you know what you're doing? You're ignoring the first rule to nutrition, which is what? What your body requires at any given time. Because we don't do the same thing every single day. Our body doesn't need the same thing every single day. Oh, well, I used to work construction. And I'd have like 2 sandwiches, I'd have like 4 fruits, I'd have like my mom's slice of cake or whatever. I'd work out maybe like twice, but other than that, like I was good. And then all of a sudden, last month, I got a new job. And in a month, I put on 10 pounds. Well, what's the new job? Well, now I'm the foreman. What's the difference between the foreman and construction? Well, before, like during the day, I'd be lifting, moving, hammering, and now I just sit down at the desk. So what's the difference? Wait a minute, do you still eat the same way? Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm a big boy, I need it. So what do you think the difference is? Remember what I said? Knowing what the foods that you consume do for you and knowing what your body requires at any given time. That meal that he has is a meal for a very, very, very active individual. This guy's basically lifting and lugging and moving and pushing and bending. Of course he's gonna need all of that energy from the carbohydrates, the lasting energy from the particular carbohydrates, the fruits as the snacks to keep him going. So of course he's gonna need that. But now he switched jobs, he switched positions, and he's in a sedentary job where he doesn't move. So do you think he's gonna need all of that energy? The body's not going to metabolize all that energy because it's only going to use the energy that it needs for its bodily functions, and the rest, you know what it's going to do? Is going to store it. And when the body stores excess sugar, it can either store it as 2 things. That F word. Either fat or resting blood sugar, which can lead to diabetes, right? Acidosis, the body becoming non-alkaline. Knowing what the foods that you ingest do for you and knowing what your body requires at any given time. So if he's concerned about, wait a minute, how did I put on 10 pounds? I haven't changed anything. Yeah, you did. You changed your activity level. So what does he have to do? Right? What does he have to do? He either has to get more active, so maybe go to the gym at lunchtime or go to the gym afterwards, or if he doesn't have the time to do so, what's the other thing that he can change? His foods. Replace some of those particular carbohydrates with a salad. Replace some of those carbohydrates with extra protein. Simple as that. Not telling you to basically stop eating all that good stuff that basically your mom and your wife or whatever like that makes or bakes for you. Not telling you to do that, but understanding how to adjust. Let's talk about it from another particular perspective. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, you feel depleted. And I ask, well, what'd you have for lunch? Well, like, what'd you have for lunch? Oh, I don't need no lunch. Well, what'd you have for breakfast? Oh, I just have a cup of coffee. Yikes. Well, I mean, hey, everybody is different, but generally speaking, the reason why we eat is to fuel ourselves.